complexity of natural life is reflected in the depth of the interaction between humans and animals. To better understand this interaction, we need to examine our impact on natural habitats and the consequences of this situation on wildlife from a broader perspective. The increase in the human population threatens natural habitats more and more each year. However, this is only a superficial observation. Going into the details of this process will provide a deeper understanding. Today, millions of people are cutting down forests, crossing mountains, and destroying natural habitats in order to create more settlements and agricultural lands. The effects of this destruction have serious consequences, such as the shrinkage of animal habitats and the disruption of natural balances. This process affects not only the environment but also the functioning of ecosystems. Animals are engaged in a fierce struggle to survive in these areas that are slowly disappearing. Rapidly changing environmental conditions are driving animals to seek new habitats, which sometimes overlap with human habitats. The struggle of animals to survive in the face of shrinking natural habitats and man-made threats is quite difficult. Unplanned urbanization, environmental degradation, and habitat loss, which have now become a common sight, pose more threats to animals. However, animals resort to their own instincts and environmental adaptation skills to cope with these threats. However, this struggle is often not enough, and this makes wildlife even more vulnerable. Exposing the dangers that animals face will help us understand how complex this situation is. Highways, train tracks, and other man-made infrastructures built by humans pose serious threats to wild animals. For example, vehicles and trains moving quickly on highways can be deadly for animals forced to live in these areas. However, such dangers are not limited to these examples. The interaction between humans and animals poses more and more risks every day. So, what can be done to cope with these dangers? Various solutions can be developed to protect animals' habitats and keep them away from man-made dangers. For example, building animal crossing bridges under and over highways, reducing speed limits in areas where train tracks pass, and directing animals to these areas are some of them. Such steps can ensure the safety of both humans and animals. However, an important question arises here. If humans want to protect nature, why are we still destroying it? As humans, our potential to harm nature is not limited to environmental destruction and habitat loss. It also has a wider impact areas such as threats to wildlife, pollution, climate change, and depletion of natural resources. This contradiction requires us to take more responsibility in terms of protecting nature. So how do we solve this situation? What needs to be done to ensure this balance between human activities and nature is not limited to social awareness? At the same time, steps such as adopting sustainable lifestyles and investing in environmentally friendly technologies are also important. Protecting natural habitats is of critical importance not only for the safety of animals, but also for the future of people. The first step to be taken in this regard is to raise awareness and ensure that everyone takes responsibility in this regard. Great importance should be given to education and awareness-raising activities. In addition, various conservation projects and sustainable agricultural methods implemented to protect nature are very effective tools to achieve this goal. On an individual level, there are many things that each of us can do. Simple but effective steps to protect nature, such as reducing plastic consumption, recycling, protecting forests, and saving energy, can make a big difference. Making such small changes in our lives is important to create a collective impact. However, what awaits us in the future? If the shrinkage of natural habitats continues, what will nature be like in 50 years? Will animals' habitats shrink even more? Will humans learn to live in harmony with nature, or will we witness the irreversible destruction of nature? These are questions that everyone thinks about and seeks a solution for. Steps to be taken for the future required learning to live in harmony with nature and animals, starting today. As a result, the steps we take to ensure that humans and animals can coexist in nature are of great importance. This documentary is a call to action for the protection of nature and sustainable living. It shows that nature is our home and that we are responsible for protecting it. Now is the time to think about these questions. What can you do to help protect nature?